I was up late one night casually playing some Brawlhalla when I heard a familiar sound.
Lordwhitewold has passed away a while ago in a skiing accident.
Now, who is Lordwhitewold and why does this message have any significance? Well, first of all, Lordwhitewold was once a huge Brawlhalla YouTuber who pulled in hundreds of thousands of views until July 13th of 2022 when he'd post the video titled Brawlhalla, Look Me in the Eyes While I Master Fate. An innocent video revolving around a specific legend in the game, nothing strange at all, but unknowingly this would be the very last recorded sighting of Lordwhitewold. And I know what you're thinking, and I was honestly thinking the same exact thing. He probably just stopped uploading YouTube videos and now people are making extreme speculations and passing them off as fact. But I won't lie, the message piqued my interest, and so the investigation for Lordwhitewold began. Initially, this investigation seemed almost pointless because I honestly don't trust people, and I felt like I was just being dragged on a wild goose chase. But regardless of the outcome, I wanted to accurately inform people about what actually happened to Lordwhitewold, instead of having people speculate and spread rumors. So I went through with it. The first place I looked was obviously his YouTube channel, seeing if there was any information in his About tab or even an update in the description of his latest video. But to nobody's surprise, there was nothing. The only thing I could find through his YouTube was multiple comments claiming he had died in various different ways, ranging from cancer to again a skiing accident, which made me even more skeptical. But there was one piece of the puzzle that was inevitably the key to everything: his Discord server. When I first joined the Discord server, I instantly noticed that the owner of the server, who is obviously Lordwhitewold, was online and had a custom status that read, "I am not dead." And that's where this investigation almost ended, but before I called it off, I ran through some of the most recent messages in the server, which surprisingly completely contradicted the status. Everyone who would ask about Lordwhitewold's whereabouts would get instantly bombarded with responses stating that he had died from a skiing accident, just like the initial DM I got, and some even claiming that this was confirmed by his close friends and family. But how the hell would he be able to be online and create a custom message if he was dead? Well, it turns out I'm not the only person who asked this question. In fact, a lot of people asked the same exact thing. And according to everyone in the server, all his accounts were given to his little brother, who changed the status to stop getting flooded with messages. But I took all of this with a grain of salt because all of it seems way too convenient. But the part that struck me as odd was the fact that whenever someone would ask for the evidence of these claims, they would be shamed for disrespecting the dead until they eventually apologized or got bullied out of the server. So with a multitude of questions and very few solid answers, I finally sent my first message in the server. Hey everyone, so I had a question, but obviously don't want to be disrespectful. I make videos about Brawlhalla and its players, and I've noticed that Lordwhitewold has passed and was wondering if it was okay if I made a video about it to give the lesser informed more closure. And if I do, I'd love to ask a few questions to anyone that was close to him and is comfortable doing so. I understand if you don't want anything to do with me, but if you do, please let me know here or in my DMs. Obviously at this point I didn't know for sure if he'd passed, but instead I framed it that way to come off as respectful and approachable as possible. After I sent the message, I called it a night and went to bed. The very next morning, I checked to see if anyone had replied, and to my surprise, there were 2 responses, but those 2 would only further my confusion. As I expected, the first person just said, "He's dead," but the second person said something I didn't expect in the slightest. "I think he's doing his own thing now, probably going on his job. He might just be busy. One day he could remember he has a channel and do a good old commentary video to say hi, who knows." And then, radio silence. So I took matters into my own hands. You see, in Lordwhitewold's server, there are specific roles that separate his fans from his actual friends. This role goes by the name of homies, and in an act of desperation, I DM'd one of his friends to try and get some concrete evidence. At this point, I won't even lie, I was getting pretty fed up with all the different stories to the point where I was convinced I was getting pranked. So in the heat of the moment, I said this: is the whole died in a ski accident a running joke in the server, or is it actually real? I've been told so many different things, I need answers. I admit that wasn't my brightest moment, but I was desperate, and unfortunately I got the response I was dreading. It's real. Message the guy named Milk in the Discord if you don't believe me. He was actually there with Lordwhitewolf's other friends on the trip, and he witnessed it all. This made me feel beyond terrible, but before I wrapped up my investigation, I wanted to see if I could talk to the one who witnessed it. Milk was one of Lordwhitewolf's closest friends, hence why he was on a trip with him, and considering he tragically lost someone that was so close to him, I was hesitant to bring up the topic again. But for confirmation, I reached out. I'm sorry in advance if bringing up this subject hurts, but I just wanted to hear it from you. Is Lordwhitewolf actually dead? I was extremely nervous after sending this and was honestly expecting to get ghosted or even blocked. But I sat around waiting, and with multiple days passing, I called it quits. I already got the answer I was looking for, so there was no need in pushing it any further. So I started writing this exact script until I heard that familiar sound again. And what I read changed the whole trajectory of this investigation. I just wanted to let you know he's not actually dead. It's an ongoing joke in the server because no one has the due diligence to check rules or pinned. He's inactive because of IRL circumstances like working and moving into a new apartment. What a damn journey, but yes, Lordwhitewolf is completely okay and may even return in the near future.